not attempt to adjust your set. This is a streaming freedom video bulletin. It cannot be stopped, and it is the only free voice left on the net. Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. I apologize for the audio quality of this video. I don't normally record in here at this time. Also, for the quality of my voice, I don't feel well. But I wanted to make this video for you guys to let you know. Thanks to some of my viewers, and I sincerely thank you for bringing to my attention. Apparently, Skyrim is finally getting that rumored update that we've heard about for a long time. The one that is going to increase mod storage space for us here on PlayStation. So I found the following after getting the comments from my viewers. I found this on GamesRadar. I'll leave a link to it in the description box down below. But let's go over what was published here. So this article by, and I apologize in advance for probably messing this name up, Anna Koleski, reads as follows. The first big Skyrim update in ages is huge news for mods, and Bethesda promises it should not affect load orders. And guys, take that with a grain of salt. Earlier this week, Bethesda Game Studios fans feared the worst for their mods as the studio revealed that it would be launching a brand new Fallout 4 update with creations, improvements, and much more, to many fans' dismay. Another for Skyrim later on down the line. Well, the Fallout 4 patch has officially landed, and surprisingly well, quadrupling the number of mods players can have, and more. And along the way, so has Bethesda's first tease of what's to come for Skyrim, its more fantastical RPG. On Thursday, August 20th, we will deploy a patch to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition that will increase the console mod's storage limit and bring more creation improvements, it reveals in a new post online. It continues delivering the news I'd argue we all want to hear. Our load orders will not be broken by the update, ideally anyway. While this update should not affect load orders, as Bethesda writes, we do encourage players to log into your save game if you haven't done so in a while as a precaution. I, for one, will certainly be doing so, but I'm thrilled that the Skyrim patch isn't coming with the same sort of warning the Fallout 4 one did. The article had a link to a Bethesda Game Studios post on Twitter, or X, whatever the hell they call it now, and is as follows. On Thursday, August 20th, we will deploy a patch to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition that will increase console mod storage limits and bring more creation improvements. While this update should not affect load orders, we do encourage players to log into your game save if you haven't done so in a while as a precaution. The article concludes saying, unsurprisingly though, folks are still worried, as one person comments, "Ah nah man, my perfect load order, gone." Others are simply curious about the update and how closely it'll resemble the Fallout 4 patch, which upped the mod limit by a lot. A fan asks, will this allow custom file type and assets for creations on PlayStation as well, akin to how recent Fallout 4 update allowed? Hopefully, and on hopefully. Various replies show the players are far more positive about the Skyrim update than they were for the Fallout 4 patch initially, likely because the latter has launched and Bethesda is saying this one shouldn't bust our load orders. With one reading, "Thank you, I was hoping this update was coming." I do personally wonder how much of those mod storage limits will be increased myself, honestly, but I suppose I'll find out for sure tomorrow. I'll leave a link to this in the mod description for those that would like to go and read it themselves. Now, a couple of things that I would like to cover that was in that article that I kind of have questions about. I guess some people still think that the way the article makes it sound like that we'll finally be getting external assets, and we've had them now for years. Sony and Bethesda have been allowing them here. It's just that it's not got official support, meaning that the creation kit, to my understanding, as I'm not a mod author, but the creation kit still will not allow the mod authors that make the ports of the external asset mods to officially upload it. They have to use a workaround, and that this update should prevent that and allow them to officially have support for external assets on our platform. That's my understanding of it in any case. But I guess some people are still under the assumption that we don't have external assets here, period, and we have now for several years. Also, a lot of you have probably picked up on, like I have, that in the Bethesda Game Studios tweet, or whatever that is called, that it keeps mentioning Skyrim Special Edition. Now, I'm guessing that they're just using that as a broad term instead of saying special and anniversary. I don't see why the update would not be coming to the anniversary edition as well. I would assume, and of course this is just an assumption, that they should both get it at the same time, but if for some reason they had to do them separately, then I don't see why the anniversary edition wouldn't get it eventually. But I'm assuming that everybody is going to be updated at the same time. Again, just an assumption on my part. Also, where they are talking about, which a viewer had mentioned in a comment, and again, special thank you to my viewers that brought this to my attention, but that Bethesda is saying in their post that if you have not logged into your save file in a long time, that you should do so. And I'm taking that as meaning they want you to have a current save with all your mods active so that you have a record of them in your save file. I'd also highly recommend that you would go onto your load order itself in the creations menu and make certain everything is enabled and then save it to Bethesda.net. The reason you want to make certain everything is enabled is because when you try to use the restore function, if a mod is not enabled when it was saved to Bethesda.net, then it will not restore it to the location that you had it placed. It will move it to the very bottom of the load order and it will be disabled. At least that's the way it currently is. I don't know what might change with the update. Now, another thing I would highly recommend for you to do, I know PS4 can do it, I don't know about PS5 as I don't have one, but I assume it would have the function, is go into your load order and screen capture the load order for the mods that you have in there so you know exactly what they were, where they are. That way if something happens you also have a record of it that way to try to be able to find them. And keep in mind also, with some of the mods that you have of these external asset ports, they are temporary versions that are only meant to be up until official support for external assets was allowed, meaning that the mod authors no longer have to do the workaround and can upload them officially to the creation kit, at which time some of the original authors of those mods want to take over support for those particular mods, meaning you'd have to re-download a new version from that author. So just keep that in mind. So that is going to do it for this video. Just wanted to get that information out for you so that you would be prepared and know that supposedly the update is coming and we do finally have official information from Bethesda Game Studios itself. Again, special thank you to the viewers that got my attention on this for always being there for our community. Very much appreciated. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. I hope it helped you out. Take care. This has been a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin via the Eyes Only Informant Net. Peace out.